Every time you say no to the creative impulse when it comes to you, you diminish your chances of ending up being consistent in the long term dramatically. Every time you say yes to the creative impulse when it comes to you and you just go create, you maximize your chances of remaining consistent in the long term also dramatically. You think you can schedule creativity or schedule success. It will not gonna happen. It is not going to, unless your life is perfect already, unless your life is, all together and there is nothing wrong in it, and you have reached the ideal and best life possible for yourself where nothing wrong ever takes place, scheduling your success will not be possible. You will never be able to schedule something and follow through with it, and then you'll end up giving up on even trying because the basic principles of success are not working for you. You never follow a schedule, you never follow a to-do list, and you never end up finishing the stuff that you're supposed to do in order to succeed and hit your goals. It is all because when you are under stress and in survival mode and your life still sucks, your life still is horrible, your life still not good enough, at least below average, you will always hate everything, and that negativity will pour onto your work and your likelihood of wanting to work, your motivation, your enthusiasm, your excitement about work. Which means when it's time to work, you will never feel like it. Instead of having to push yourself every single time it is, time to work according to your schedule, why not just follow the creative impulse when it comes to you? Why not just follow, when the times when you feel inspiration, when the inspirational impulse comes to you, and just go with it and just go, post or create content or, work, whatever your work is, and go ham and do your best and give it your all and work at it with maximum enthusiasm and energy possible because you feel like it. And when you feel ready, it's like everything is in alignment. I can do it now. I have the energy, I have the focus, I have the ideas, I have the excitement and enthusiasm and motivation to do it right now. And it just happened in a millisecond. If you waited for like 10 seconds, it might go away. Why on earth would I say no to that because I have scheduled to work on this thing tomorrow at 7 p.m.? Like, why? And when 7 p.m. comes, I don't feel like it, so you don't do it. So you end up procrastinating, forever, and you end up never being consistent enough to succeed, to produce any results that are significant in the long term. It's like you posted 3 times groundbreaking content, but per year. You just posted 3 times a year. That will always never get you anywhere. It will never, lead to the desired results ever. Because you're highly inconsistent. Because you follow a schedule and try to push yourself when the time comes to do the thing. Since your life still sucks, you will never feel like it. But if your life is perfect, you will feel like it because, you're happy all the time. So whatever your schedule dictates and forces you to do, you will happily do it. Because you're already successful. So you're not trying to reach anything new here. So follow your schedule, whatever it tells you. But if your life still sucks, it will be very hard for you to be ready at the time that your schedule says you should do that thing. Which means you'll end up procrastinating. And you'll keep procrastinating it, forever until you never do it. So you'll feel like it has been 3 months since I've last, done this thing. So you will never have momentum. You will never have that pile of achievement when it comes to that thing. You will never feel like you're making progress. When it comes to that thing. You will never feel like you're doing well when it comes to that thing. You will always be underperforming and you will always be severely inconsistent. You will always lack the consistency that is, required for you to get anywhere, to get any results in the long term. You will always be inconsistent because you are trying to force yourself to work at certain times, regardless. It's not going to happen. On the other hand, the other guy who's chaotic and he hates order and follows no schedule and all of that, but they follow their inspiration and they just go for it when they feel like it. Oh, you'll never get anywhere because you're so random. No, they will get somewhere because after 6 months, they will end up with a pile of achievement that's way greater than yours, because it was not forced. They went for it when they felt like it, when they felt ready, when they felt they had the energy to do it, when they felt that they had the enthusiasm to do it, when they felt excited about it and so motivated about it. What if that never happens? Exactly. Whenever you feel it is like, it's impossible for me to do it right now, then don't do it. Anything above that is maximum motivation. When your life sucks, this is as good as it can get. You will never get that motivation that, oh yeah, for 5 minutes I thought about it and it felt like the right decision. No, it will be for 5 milliseconds. If you waited, it will go away. If you catch this moment of inspiration and hold on to it and just go post, go work, go do the thing, you will manage to end up with great results in the long term. So, can I do it now? Is the wrong question. Is it impossible? Literally impossible. There's no way on the face of the earth that you can pull this off right now. You cannot do this now by any stretch of the imagination. Then don't do it. Otherwise, you should do it. You woke up, you were kinda, sorta well rested, you drank your coffee, you did your exercise, you did whatever, and then you feel like ready. Hey, it's time to do it. Why not try to do it? I'm kinda ready for it. I'm sort of ready for it. I have some sort of motivation that is not zero. Go for it. This is as good as it can get. Do that and capture those moments and push yourself, and then you'll end up with the great results that you always wanted. But if you waited forever until it's the right time to do it according to your schedule, or until you have maximum enthusiasm and motivation for it, humanly possible, it will never happen, and you will always keep procrastinating. So, but remember, you didn't push yourself here. You are like 10%, 5% ready for it, and you went with that 5%. You did not crush the 95% of lack of enthusiasm. You did not go through resistance and crush it. You did not push through resistance. You worked with the 5% enthusiasm and motivation that you've had. So you did not push yourself. You worked with the little enthusiasm and motivation that you had, and you ended up succeeding. And you ended up being way more consistent than you could have imagined if you followed a tight schedule that says and dictates that you have to do this at these days and these particular times of day. And believe me, after a few instances, after a few moments, after a few times of making progress, of making enough progress and moving the needle forward enough, and making enough of achievement, you will find yourself having that kind of motivation that is burning inside, and you will hit maximum motivation. But it will be for a few milliseconds. It is up to you in this case to say no or yes. If you say no, you'll end up being inconsistent for the rest of your life. And even if you try to push yourself to follow this schedule, the answer will always be no, because you said no when you have maximum enthusiasm. How on earth are you gonna say yes when it's forced? When you have to push yourself even if you don't feel like it, because your schedule says so. It will never happen, because you said no when the time was right. When your body and every cell of your body was telling you, hey, this is the right time and moment to do it. But you said no. We have maximum energy. We have the enthusiasm and motivation. Let's go for it. And you said no. Damn right you're not gonna do it when it is the right time according to your schedule, not according to your energy and motivation, because you said no. If you said yes, even if you never stuck to a schedule, even if you said no every single time your schedule pops up and tells you, hey, it's time to do it, you will end up with more progress and you'll end up succeeding eventually, because you said yes every single time inspiration and motivation hits you. Every single time you felt that enthusiasm and energy to do it, you went for it and you said yes, you will end up with more progress in the long term. If you said yes, every time the creative impulse hits you, you will end up succeeding eventually, no matter what. And it will always be better, and you will find that you have a lot of more progress and achievement in the long term, even though it feels like you were so inconsistent and you never worked on a regular basis. You just worked randomly whenever motivation and enthusiasm and inspiration and the creative impulse hits you.